Welcome to the next episode of the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint with your host, Lolita Guarin. So, in the previous podcast, where I was telling you that it's extremely important to take breaks and take naps and, anything that helps you be more energized, um, I mentioned something about sleeping patterns, and I want to address that. I remember when I was working in a company, usually there are people, it doesn't matter where you work as long as there's other people involved in it and they have to show up in the morning. Somebody will be always late. And to be honest, I was always that person who was always late. So if its work starts at 8, I'll be like 8:10, 8:15. There was a company that I was working for, and the owner every morning will tell me, good morning, sleepyhead. I was a sleepyhead. And and always to trigger me. Because I'm an overachiever and I always want to do the best and be perfect and all that. And when somebody says really the truth, I'm a sleepyhead, I really did not like that. But then I came across something that was very interesting, and I forgot what's the doctor's name. And I know I'm really bad with names and numbers and this, but so there's a doctor, or the sleeping doctor, whatever he calls himself, and he indicated that there are four groups of people that have a different sleeping patterns, hence functioning patterns. Overall, that has to do with your brain capacity through the day. And if you want to know what kind of a sleep type are you, you just can go and Google it. What is my sleep animal type? And it probably will give you a link where you can go and do the test and find out. So he puts all people in four categories, and every category has representation of an animal. So, for example, the majority of group of people, about 80% of us, we are a bear. So the type of a person is who wakes up with the sun, wants to eat breakfast right away, most productive at the beginning of the day, and then afternoon, as the time goes by, it's very good to have a nap in the middle of the day and get more energized so then you can finish your day with a little bit more productivity. And then you eat dinner about, 7, and then you go to bed by 9 or 10 p.m. It's something like that. Then the second type, I would like to talk, and that's me. I'm a wolf type. And the wolf type is sleeping late, then wakes up in the morning about 8 or 9 o'clock and does not want to eat at all. That's why fasting for me, 16 hours fasting that I try to do, is really convenient to me because when I wake up in the morning, naturally, I'm a wolf type. I'm not hungry. So I can go on till 11 in the morning or noon without even eating. Um, so then the wolf, because he's such a sleepyhead, wakes up in the morning, doesn't want to eat, and then it's just kind of just being in the process of awakening till about noon. And then afternoon, the productivity starts picking up. And then the evening hours, dinner definitely can be very late, 8, 9 o'clock. And the evening hours specifically are the most productive for the wolf type. And those party animals who can be at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, they're still really awake and they're still ready to party. Yeah, those are like type like me. We are the wolf type. So yeah, I'm a wolf type. I am a sleepyhead. So the third group of people are lions, and the lions are about 5% of population, and they are very very energetic. And so they wake up very early. Those are the ones who say, "Oh, when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I do my yoga and I do my 5K run." Yeah, that's definitely not me. So they wake up very early. They're full of energy. They get their food ready, and they immediately go 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 go. The problem with those people is that they run out of the energy very quickly, and then by the evening or like even on the second part of the day, they were really tired, and they really need to take a nap. Just imagine a lion in the wilderness. They're like, they really fast in running, they really fast in achieving goals, but they really need to rest and just kind of lounge all day in order to survive. That's the reason. Do you think you're a lion? And then eating early dinner and then going to sleep pretty much with chicken, so with sunrise or whatever that is early. And then we have only the fourth type left, which is a dolphin. And the dolphin is such a person that it looks like, what they see like a dolphin, half brain, always asleep. And another one is sleeping, another one is working. And they really not energetic, like never. They're like just the same kind of. They have difficulty sleeping. They have difficulty being awake. They can eat in the morning. They cannot eat in the morning. It's just kind of all over the place. So why I'm telling you about this, um, in stress, it is extremely important to know what are your just biorhythms. What is your true you? Just because everybody says that you need to wake up at 4 o'clock and just get in your car and get in the park and do your 5K, it doesn't mean really that it's you. So the key is, if you do not really know who you truly are, and you not allow yourself to be on your own schedule, you will be definitely stressed out because you are waking up your body, let's say, when you shouldn't be waking up right now. You are feeding your body when you shouldn't be feeding, and you are not taking breaks because somebody else will be looking at you and they say, "Oh, I cannot believe they're taking a nap in the middle of the day. They're lazy." So I recommend you to go online and find that test. Obviously, I'm not paid for that, and that's why I'm not putting a link to it. I mean, it's all over the place. So, I mean, you Google up and just ask what is the test, how to find out what's my sleeping animal chronotype or whatever that's called. And you do this test. It's about like 25 questions, something like this. But also, here's advice. Do not answer those questions like you on a work day, because work day does mean that you are expected to do things that other people to expect you to do. So obviously you're going to do it the way you think is going to be safer for you. Answer those questions like imagine it's Sunday or Saturday and you don't need to go anywhere. How long do you really naturally sleep? If you can sleep as long as you want to, how long that will be? Are you going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, or are you going to be waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning? What are your eating habits? Like, are you hungry when you wake up, like on a regular day? So that's one advice, answering that question. So, and so when you know your type, try to make those other activities around it. For example, there are a lot of people who like working out in the morning. I hate working out in the morning. I'm still awake. I'm working out like at 9 or 10 p.m. That's my working out time. I know for somebody it could be like, what are you doing? This is time to sleep. But that's the way my mind works. That's I am the most productive at evening hours. The majority of writing I do also in the evening. All my books were written at like in the middle of the night. Find your rhythm and then stick to it. And it's the same goes for diets. If somebody says, well, no, you have to eat this at a particular time, find what works for you. And that, when you honor yourself, when you honor your needs, you stand up there for yourself, and your life will be less stressful just because you really catering to your body the way the rhythms are. So I'm very curious. Will you go and do the test and leave me a comment and tell me what kind of type of a sleep animal are you? And I talk to you tomorrow.